Welcome back to 1.2 Brain Cells Podcast. Hola, hola. I'm Nati.
Noel.
Money.
Yes, welcome back. How are y'all doing? What's new? It's been a hot minute, my little cheeky deekies.
Eggy Waggies.
Yes, remembered.
Yeah.
I'm like, why does that name sound familiar?
Yeah, bitch, because you're my cheeky deeky and I'm your eggy waggy, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
That's all you
well,
can.
I tried being cute.
She didn't have the
Won't
brain
try
cells that
again.
day.
Facts.
Nah, I'm just not a cute. I just don't do cuteness.
You have your moments, that's for sure. But anyway, how y'all doing? What's new? What's your update for the week? Weekly catch up.
I'll be honest, all my weekly catch-ups are sports related. A lot of pickleball going on. A lot of pickleball. I signed up for my first actual class to learn. And not learn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, learn. That's basically what it is.
There's an
Learning.
instructor.
Yeah, there's an instructor and everything.
Is it one-on-one or is it like a class?
It's a class.
Nice.
Yeah. Aside from that, bought a bunch of tickets for WNBA games, soccer games, a couple
Yeah.
concert tickets.
Who you
On
seeing?
the upsetting news of buying those tickets is well, for the WNBA they still have not completed their CBA negotiations, and it's looking like the players are they're like, yeah, they don't think it's gonna happen because they've started to sign contracts to play overseas. So those tickets, I don't think they're refundable. That might have been a waste, but oh well.
But I mean, if the game isn't happening, you got it.
I guess I don't know.
I
What do you
mean, worst case,
mean?
you just dispute it with your credit card and be like, hey, no game happens, so get my money back from these bitches. And they do
What
it.
did you use to buy them?
Ticketmaster.
Yeah, no, if an event gets canceled, you get your money back, boo.
Okay.
You personally can't choose, like, if let's say you were to choose, oh, I'm not going anymore, and they're non-refundable, that's different. But if an event gets canceled, you get your monies back. Because I remember I was gonna go to a J Balvin concert before he got all controversial and shit.
Mhm.
And he had to cancel his tour because he said some stupid shit, and then a lot of people started deciding not to go to his concert, and I got my monies back.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
My other concern is that they do move forward with the league. But the players that I want to go see, they're not going to be playing because they decided to go play overseas because of everything that's going on.
Okay, yeah, that's
And then I'm really screwed because I'm like, God damn it. No Marina Mabrey, no Brianna Stewart. How upsetting.
Aww.
Nah, I mean it's whatever. But I'd rather not support the league if they're not supporting the players. So it's I bit off more than I could chew. After realizing, I was like, "Oh, I should have waited for the negotiations to finish before buying these."
But
Well,
isn't it
hopefully
that
the
you
negotiations work
were
out well.
Well, I was taking advantage of the sale. Well, it's not a sale, but the ticket prices are lower right now because right before the season starts, a bunch of trades happen, a bunch of drafts happen, like new players getting drafted, players getting traded. So then, if like a very popular player gets traded, then obviously that team's pricing tickets, like the demand is higher, so their prices go up. And that happened last year with Paige Beckers when she got drafted, and it happened when people got traded with like Stewie and Natasha Cloud coming to Liberty, and their ticket prices went up because they're like, oh my god, there's a bunch of vets playing together. Like it was a solid team, like it's a really good team.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice. How about you, baby girl?
I not unfortunately, but against my will, have gone back to motherfucking school.
Wait, what?
Yes.
You can thank Noel for this. Because I said I'd go see games with her that she's been teaching me about the players.
Oh.
And so every couple days she's like, you got a new lesson, time for class. And then she sends me mad info of these players. And I was like, God damn it.
Are you not entertained?
That's funny.
Like I am on the drama.
Yeah. No, I forgot about that. Yeah. I'm educating Vanya into becoming a W fan. So
that's so cute.
I'm teaching her about all the drama. It's like watching the Real Housewives of New Jersey, you know?
I've never seen it.
But like basketball. And then I also do actually give them like I give her actually history on the player, like where they played and why
She
they're
does.
popular.
She does.
I give her both. I'm like, this is a great player, but look at all the drama they're involved in, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
One time she sent me a message. She's like, I'm gonna apologize in advance for the spamming. And then she's like, go look at TikTok. I go to TikTok, 30 plus messages. This one day alone, all about this one player.
Yeah. Who was the player on it? It's gonna be on the quiz.
Money Marina.
No.
Yes, it was.
No. Marina's the other one.
It's Money, and then I forgot her last name.
What's her first name then?
If I can, I'm only remembering Money right now. Kate?
What's yeah, Kate Money Martin.
Okay.
You better study for your quiz every four lessons.
It was MM. It was MM. I forgot. I got mixed up with Marina and Martin. There you go. I remember the Money part though.
Yeah. Oh, did you see my message today that Marina has 2 other sisters that play, and they're all
I
gay?
did.
They all have girlfriends. That's awesome. The gay gene is strong.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So study for the quiz.
Yeah. These names are gonna. I know it's the names. I'm not good at names, clearly.
Wow.
But I know she's playing for the Valkyries now.
Yeah. There you go.
See. I'm retaining. But that's literally been my weekly update. That's every couple days. This girl's like, here's the new play go starting.
Yeah.
That's cute though. That's you. You're gonna be ready and set to go.
I mean, it's against my will, but yeah.
Well, you don't do too well with stuff that you don't want to do. But the fact that you are entertaining it though means that some part of you wants to learn.
I mean, again, some of this tea is really entertaining, and
I'm
like, right now, I'm like, you know what? This is kind of fun to learn.
The cheese main.
Yeah. Right now. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead, Lovey.
I was like, right now we're starting off with like the most popular, like the most obvious tea, right? The one that's like trending. But like, wait till we go back in the record books and we pull out the old tea, or like there's some like players that are like kind of controversial a little bit. But yeah, the tea is it's crazy. Like, you've ever seen the L word with the web?
I still have not.
Oh, well,
it's on my list.
One of the viewers maybe understand what I'm saying.
What about you, Bebs? How's your week been?
Yeah. My week's been good. So at the time that we're recording, it is the Monday after Valentine's Day weekend, right? And so normally on almost every single year, my Valentine has always been my baby boo Vane, right? With the exception on times that she's not around. But for the most part, she's always been around. And it'll usually be, I'll go babysit and then we'll get together and it'll be cute and shit like that. Great, right? But again, Vanna's not around. So I'm like, well, shit, now and then the parents that I babysit for, I guess the romance is dead. I don't know, but they did not need me to babysit because they were not doing nothing. And I was like, shit, I'm like, I ain't making money and I ain't seen my boo. So I thought I was going to be on my lonesome. I did get asked to be someone's Valentine, but I said, no, we're friends, bro. And so I was talking about it with my director, Margie. Y'all know how I feel about my baby boo, Margie. And so I had asked her, but I was making conversation and I go, hey, so what you doing for Valentine's Day? And she's driving because this was Super Bowl Sunday, and she was driving us back to her place. And so, right, she's on the wheel, and she goes, nothing. And then she turns and looks at me, and she looks up because she always wears her glasses, and she has her eyelashes, right? And so she's looking up from her eyelashes. She's like, why, you want to be my Valentine? Y'all, the way my heart stopped. And so therefore, I was a Valentine, right? And it was great. And the funny thing is, so in my head, I'm like, shit, I need like, is Margie. So I need to come. And we also, so someone else that is a friend of ours from dance was also not going to do anything. So we said throuple. The three of us will be each other's Valentines. Great. So they were like, cool, we'll go out to eat, then we'll go to this dance stuff. And so I knew my girl, like, Margie's really busy because our team is going to be debuting soon. So she's been really busy with that. So I was like, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. And I was like, okay, what are you, I was like, I'm not gonna just be like, where do you want to go, right? I don't want to be like, how men these days, they never take initiative, they don't know how to plan shit. I was like, I ain't gonna be a man. So I was like, do you have, because I also know she likes specific cuisines, so I was like, between I think I said Mexican, Italian, and then I had some other option. Oh, I think Portuguese. I'm like, between these three, is there any of them that call your name more? And she's like, definitely Italian. And I was like, bet. So then I looked around the area that was near her, and I picked 3 restaurants that had like best top ratings that I haven't been to. And I know she hasn't been to a lot of places around her. And so I'm like, is there any of these that sound good? And she's like, I'll check it out. She was busy, so she's like, I'll check it out later, right? Some time was passing and she wasn't really giving me a reply. So I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, she said Italian, so I'm sure I'm good with picking whatever. So I picked the restaurant. Great, cool. I called. I didn't even consult them because I knew we had set around not a specific time, but after another, like after a certain time, they were good. So I called the place, make the reservation for 3, 8:30. Great, cool. The place takes it down. Awesome. So then I see them the Thursday before because we were going to another event, and they're like, "Oh, so what we doing Saturday?" I'm like, "Baby booze, y'all just be ready at this time, and we outside." And they're like, "Oh, damn, you already?" I'm like, "I got you. Don't you worry." Cool, right? I went. I bought them these 2. Like it was simple because I'm like, I'm not gonna go full out, but I bought them these little peluchitos at like Five Below or whatever. And I went and I picked them up. And then we went to a restaurant. Restaurant was phenomenal. And they were like, oh my goodness, we feel so taken care of. And in my head, I was like, damn right. Like I was taking care
Matthew's
of.
mask side came out.
Hell fuck yeah. I was like, better, like, and then they both said they're like, no man has ever done this. And in my head, I'm like, duh, because man could never, man. A girl simple is a man's like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, pero yeah. So yeah, very, very cute. Food was phenomenal, babies. We actually have to go. We got as an appetizer a grilled octopus. That shit was amazing.
I love that.
It sounds both delicious and sketch all at once.
No. It was amazing. Really, really good. And then our food was good. Like the pasta itself was pretty good. And then dessert wise, they didn't have tiramisu, but Noel, Margie got cannolis, and the cannolis are nice and thick. They have other desserts as well, my baby boo. But yeah, so we definitely have to check it out. It was good. So yeah, I had a nice Valentine, and most importantly, I did the thing and showed them a good time. So I was very proud.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. So yeah. Getting into if that's that for updates and shit, let us discuss topic of the week. We had teased it a bit in last week's episode regarding when we're talking about the princesses. We mentioned a book that we had all enjoyed, and therefore this week's topic is the book itself. My baby girl, would you like to introduce the name of the book?
Sure. It's the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually don't remember the author. Do I remember the author?
I got you. Hold on. Taylor Jenkins.
There you go, by Taylor Jenkins. If you haven't read the book and you plan on reading the book, we're gonna talk about this book and any and every spoiler, so you've been warned. It's actually interesting because I actually read this a couple of years ago on my lonesome. I googled books that make you cry, right? Because we all need a good cry. And I got this book recommended, and I was like, "That read it, loved it, complete tearjerker." And then it was great, but read it online, so I forgot about it. And then recently, Noelle, she's like, "Oh my god, I'm reading this book. It's great. It's queer." And I'm like, "Oh, book."
Correction, because people will come for me. I did not read it because I do not have time to read. I listened to the
audiobook. Well, it's the same thing.
I agree, but people do come for you. So.
Really?
Yeah, if you say read and you listen to the audiobook, they're like, "Oh, but you didn't read it. You listened to it. It's
That's
not
ridiculous.
The same."
You're hearing. Oh, it doesn't matter how you're getting through this book. That's all that matters. Anyways, Yeah, anyways, Noelle brings it up and she says it. I was like, oh, I actually read that one and I loved it. And then Noelle was like every once in a while like sending updates of the book and like slight comments. And
I was
I
losing
was
my
like,
shit.
Nathy, yeah. And then I was like, Nathy, why don't you read it? I think you'll actually love it too. And then we're gonna discuss it on the pod. And so now here we are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and let me quickly explain because Van explained how she got to the book. How I got to the book was
Oh
I
yeah.
was on TikTok. Yeah, I got it on TikTok because honestly, the lesbian media has been scarce. There hasn't been a lot. So I was running out of options. So I was like, you know what? I like during work. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I'm like, I can listen to books. Let's listen to some books. And so I put in books, and then I had been getting it for a while, and then the one that kept reoccurring was this one, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and then something Green Tomatoes, I think. No,
Oh,
that's
I've
the one you
also
told
heard
me to
about
read, and
Green
then
Tomatoes.
yeah, you told me to read that one. I haven't read that one. There was another one.
I haven't read Green Tomatoes.
No, you mentioned it in the chat though.
Oh, okay, probably yeah. That because it also keeps getting brought up for me, and it's on my TBD.
No, but there was another one. It was like
Yeah.
dated, I think, back in the 80s or something. I don't remember. But I started this one, first because so many
Colin
people
first.
loved it. Oh my god, so many people.
Yeah.
And I understand why now.
Yeah. It's so well written. It's such a good plot. Such good characters.
Yeah, and it literally, like, when I tell you that I was looking for a book and I was like postponing, like not postponing, but I was like kind of like delaying myself from like getting a book because I'm like, what if I don't like it? Blah, blah. The last thing that made me buy it was one of the basketball players that I follow, AC Fudd, was had read it and had started talking about it on her podcast that I listened to, and she's like, oh yeah, that's my favorite book. I just finished reading it. And she's like, all time. I was like, enough said. If the queen herself said it, I'm reading it.
You know what? Fair. That's funny though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Overall, how do you guys rate the book? I honestly think I
10
give it
out
a
of
solid
10.
10.
Yeah,
10
10
out of 10, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. This book really, I think out of the romances I've read, because I mentioned in the other episode that we had that I can't put it on my top, because I've enjoyed other books, but I think romance wise and tragic romance, because I do feel like this is a tragic romance type book. It
Oh,
was
definitely.
it was so good. It was so good. It got me so much of it. I ugly cried at the salon and on the train, bro.
Bro, I was
Yeah.
fighting. I was fighting the tears at work, bro. I was
I
like,
had
Yeah,
watching somebody walk
I kept
by.
forgetting to warn y'all not to read this in public, and then y'all would say this, and I was like, oh, too late to
no,
mention
but
it.
see, there was no other choice for me because I was taking advantage with the commute that I have to work to read it on the train and stuff. So I was going to be reading it in public nonetheless. I remember one part which was in the book. I'm not going to say which part, we'll get into it later, but at least to get the little tidbit out. I was on the train, and it's a short train. It's like a 15-20 minute, the second one I take. And I got to one part, and I felt the tears well up in my eyes, and I was like, I am going to be getting to work soon, so I had to pause, put the book down, and look up and like bat my eyes real quick because I was like, we can't be. And I made eye contact with another person, and the person looked at me all funny, and then they looked down and saw that I was reading a book and giggled, and I was like, you laughing at my despair, like
Maybe they recognize the book. They're like, yeah, been there.
they either recognize the book or they they empathize with the fact that, oh, okay, she's all emotional because she's reading, like oh my God, so good, so good, so good. Yeah,
I know I know I cried like so many times reading that book, bro.
I
And
literally
I'm like, when
multiple
is it
times,
ever
bro. I was
gonna
listening
stop?
to it at work. I literally had to stop the book. I was like, I can't listen to this right now.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And then I would
This is
stop it, and
definitely
I'm
a
like,
personal time book.
no, I would stop it, and then I'm like, but I need to know what happens.
Facts.
Yeah. So I was trying to straight face it at work.
That's rough.
Yeah, it was good though.
What's fun? If I remember correctly, the first time I read this book, I was like, I had it on my TBR. I wasn't like exactly thrilled about it. But it was interesting. So I definitely like had it downloaded or just was other things. And then I read through everything and I had literally nothing left to read. And I was like, I guess I'll finally read this one since it's like a one book straight shot, right? And I read it and I'm like, okay, this intro is kind of slow. I think I started a couple chapters the first night and then I'm like, I'll take a break and pick it up later. And then that second night, and I was like, oh, okay, this is actually kind of fun. You get more of Evelyn. I'm loving Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
But I still wasn't completely captured. But then it wasn't until we get to the romance with Celia where I was like, wait a minute, is this where this book is going? And then that's when I think I read it all in one sitting after that.
That's funny. Yeah, no, for me, I was into it because from the get, right? She's like she's Latina. I love the fact that she was Latina, right? Granted, she was not
brilliant.
she was not like she hid her Latino-ness, right?
Yes.
But I think given the time period that she was in, and then also the fact that she was trying to make it in media, there's
Right.
a lot of that did happen. You know,
Hollywood.
we had that happen all the time in
Oh my
Hollywood.
god!
Yeah.
Literally with oh my god! I was literally talking to my uncle yesterday. Who is the girl who is in La Casita for Bad Bunny?
Jessica Alba.
Oh,
Yes, we were literally talking about that yesterday about Jessica Alba.
Yeah, so that, and there's many artists, like even like we can even take Ricky Martin, right? So Ricky Martin had a lot of
Yes.
good music in the time that in Latino music, but also in order to be able to make it in um English speaking media, he had to translate his music, and then to for him in the Super Bowl to be able to sing and sing a song that is so powerful about, you know, you're not kicking me out of my place. Or not kicking me out of my place. I'm sorry. It's like we're not gonna let what happened to Hawaii happen to us. In Espanol was like so whatever. So reading this book and seeing her, reading like that whole beginning thing, and then also all the shit that happens to her with her dad, and then having like all that shit was so interesting. And I was like, oh my god,
It was.
And then when we get to that to seeing her and Celia start, bro, like I was literally like I wish if we had video, y'all would see the face I made because like it was just so good. And then seeing them describe each other, they just oh my god.
Don't you?
And just the whole trajectory, man. Like, oh
No,
so
it does. I remember in the beginning where like they're just like drinking wine at Evelyn's house. And right now it's still platonic, but then Celia had to go change her top and so they go upstairs. And then like Evelyn just has like a lingering stare and I'm like, am I reading too much into this or what? And I just kept reading this page and I'm like, is it me or is it the story? Is it me or is it the story? And I'm like, we're gonna pin this, we're gonna come back to it. And then I think it's like what, soon after that scene?
yeah.
Yeah, I
You
was
know,
like, I yelled so loud. I knew it.
you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. So this is my first book that has any kind of sapphic or women loving women plot to it, right? And I have read books where obviously like they're describing the naughty time, and it's always between the man and woman and whatever, right? And they're good. Some of them like, you know, definitely freaky and I be getting into it, blah blah blah. But I'm not gonna lie to you, the way that this writer was describing things between Evelyn and Celia, oh, they had me cheesing my heart, bro. Like I was like, I was too into it, man. I was way more than any regular heterosexual book I've ever read. I'm like, it pales, bro. It pales compared. It was so good.
I have read great romances, so that description of just admiration isn't new to me. I did love it though. It was very sweet and very endearing. I can see why you were it was new to you.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Where was I going with this? God damn it. Oh yeah, the queer aspect which I wasn't expecting. I was like, fuck, because this was literally the second queer book I've ever read. The first one was Red, White, and Royal Blue. And while I loved it, I hate the I loved it, but it's like a love-hate thing because I love seeing it at the same time. It like breaks my heart seeing these queer people not be able to be themselves and love who they want to love.
Right.
So I was like, right after that one, I was like, I don't think I could do queer books. And then this one, fucking, it's like a it hides. You don't notice until like you're already into it. I was
Yeah.
like, no, not again.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, that was also very interesting to read, right? Because being that this book is set in older times, I think, right, in the 20s to the 60s or so.
I think.
Yeah, I think so. And then seeing it's not a prominent thing in the sense of like it's not the main topic, but having a lot of historically important moments in gay culture kind of be in the background of it that they're mentioning and how they were dealing with it as well as trying to show their support. I think that scene from when that moment in the story where Celia is married to I don't remember his name.
Harry.
No, Celia wasn't married to Harry. He was married to whatever. Harry was married to Evelyn, and basically they were swapping, right? They were each other's beards because Celia was with her and then Harry was, I think his name was John.
Oh, yeah, Evelyn was with Harry, sorry.
Yeah. And so what's it called? And Celia wants to go out and support what was happening, and that they were like, no, are you crazy? Like, you're gonna ruin what we can't do this and that. Celia was mad, and I'm not gonna lie to you, as I'm reading, while I understand Celia's like, need or want to, I want to say, I want to help everyone else, like we have the power and whatever, and they're like, you fool, while we do have the power, there's other ways for us to do this. It was that was another emotional moment because I was like, God damn it. So interesting. So interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that part when like Celia was like, we should be out there, and I was like, she's right. But then they're like, if we go out there, we make it about us, and I was like, wait, now you right. And I feel like that happened a lot throughout the show. Like everyone was making good points on both sides. So I was Switzerland in almost every argument, right? Because I was like, damn, I see what you mean. I don't know. I don't know who to support. I'm like, I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let y'all handle this.
Yeah. No. I also like the breakup scenes between Evelyn and Celia were so gut wrenching, and while I've always heard about how strong lesbian breakups are, because we're dealing with high emotions and stuff, reading it was interesting. I was like, whoa, I was like, this is so intense. Like, I'm out here con el moco caído with y'all. Like, it was so good.
The only one that like I really was, the one that had me most frustrated though, was the I think it was the second time they broke up when Evelyn filmed the
sex scene?
Was it the sex scene? Yeah, the sex scene. And then I'm like, Evelyn shouldn't have. Well, let's be honest, she lied, right? Because she said she was thinking about doing it versus she actually did it, so it's a lie. But Celia, you know damn well it's her career. You can't just veto her career.
See, okay,
there was more depth to that because it had to do with Celia's insecurity with the fact that Evelyn was also attracted to men.
No, I know, and I understand why she wanted to say no and why she was saying no, but at the same time, I'm like, end of the day, this is work.
Right, but I don't think the breakup
wasn't real.
Yes, you're correct. But I think the breakup was not about the fact that, yes, it's about the fact that she lied, specifically that she lied. But also that second part to it is that insecurity that Celia feels that Evelyn is attracted to men, and less to do about it being a job.
I think so. Here's my thing, right? Because I think that scene and that breakup brings two things. Two things, yeah. I guess we could say. Well, at least one important topic that I always felt like it was brought up within the book, and it's the fact that it wasn't until the very end that Celia accepted the fact that Evelyn was bi and understood it,
Mhm.
like because Celia
Mhm.
was full on gay, and I think that was really important, or at least it was good to read it, because we're constantly seeing how the fact that in the queer community that bisexual people are constantly not being rejected, but at least like there is that, yeah, they're excluded, or it's kind of like, especially like, I guess we can go more into like in between with lesbians, I don't want to say versus bisexuals, but at least it there's that constant rejection towards bisexuals. Happens all the time. Not everyone does it, right? Not every lesbian does it, but it happens all the time. Like, Noelle has brought it up herself, where it's like, would you date a bisexual woman? Well, I don't know. Like this. And while I understood Celia's insecurity on it, it was also like she would either reject Evelyn's bisexuality, or I think in the first breakup, Evelyn mentions that when they would argue, when Celia was angry, she would throw that towards her. Well, like, yeah, you're bi. So, and it was so frustrating, because I'm like, but she does love you, right? Like, it wasn't, Evelyn never did not love Celia. Her only love was Celia. And the fact that Celia couldn't understand that she also loved men was like, it was just so frustrating. I was just like, come on.
Or not even that she loved men. She just had an attraction towards them. Because I don't think at any point.
But she did love them.
Well, no, because remember
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't
she
think she
loved
loved
her
any.
first husband.
She did love her first. Yeah, exactly.
She was happy, and she would have spent the rest of her life with her first husband.
Ernie?
If he hadn't
No,
turned cold
not
and
Ernie.
cruel.
Her first husband that she married for love. What was it? Alger?
The one that abused her.
Don.
Yeah.
Oh.
Him. Like, she did genuinely love him and was going to be happy with him. It wasn't for him becoming an asshole and then abusing her that she's like, actually, I'm leaving you.
Yeah. But she loved him.
She loved him and would have happily stayed with him.
Yeah.
You're right. I did forget about that. Because I just remember the more recent ones where she, and except the last one, I think the last one she also loved. No? Wasn't there one more?
The very last one? No.
No, the last one was the one she married her brother.
Yeah, I think you're thinking the sixth one, the film director.
Yeah, right.
Didn't she didn't love him per se, but she had fun with him, and she missed that.
Yeah, so like when she marries him, she's not necessarily in love with him. I think over time, she falls in love with him, and then she falls out of love with him as well.
Yeah, something like that. But she says it herself, like when Evelyn tells Monique about the confession that Celia was the love of her life, and so Monique is like, "Oh, so you're gay?" And Evelyn's like, "Don't do that. Don't discredit half of me to put me in a box." Yeah. She's like, "I did love Don. That is real. I was attracted to men, but I also love Celia. So bi, not gay."
Yeah.
Yeah, and so again, it was frustrating because we're seeing Celia, like, again, I understand the whole you lied to me about the movie scene, but like Vanna's been said, it's a movie scene. She's with you. She's choosing you, and yet that insecurity of Celia's could not let her be with Evelyn. I'm like, why? I'm like,
yeah, that just kept frustrating me. Again, I acknowledge that the final nail in the coffin was the fact that Evelyn had lied about it. Who knows what would happen if she was upfront? Maybe Celia would have gotten past it. But it still frustrated me that she couldn't get past Evelyn being bi, not even for like a pretend scene in a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was
frustrated me so much.
And it happened because you could read and feel Evelyn's frustration when Celia would throw that back at her, and I'm like, bro, come on, like, it would just piss me off.
I know, and it would also like frustrate me because like Evelyn would just take it, like she never like argued with her about it, like she understood what she meant, and she understood that again it was like a sensitive topic for Celia, but I'm like, girl, Celia, like I get why she's insecure about it, but at the end of the day, Evelyn is Evelyn. You have to all of her, homie. But like
Celia, I would have been scared another woman would have stole her, let alone a man.
What?
I would have been more worried if another woman tried to steal her.
Word.
Oh man, you worried about a man?
Just kidding. Like even Evan, she's like, men aren't even all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I remember what that scene also brought something up to me that is a common theme throughout the book. And it's the fact that Evelyn tends to use her beauty and her sensuality slash sexuality to gain so much, even from the beginning, bro. Like from the get.
Yeah.
How did you guys feel about that? Because like, yeah, go off. I'll let y'all go and then I'll say what I thought.
Well, from the first chapter when she marries Ernie Diaz, I was like, oh, she's brilliant. She's smart. This woman is smart. Like, she knows she has the sex appeal and she's going to use it to her advantage. I thought she was smart to do it. Does she end up crossing multiple lines? Yes. But I think for the time that she was in to get what she wanted, she was smart about it.
Right.
But yeah, she does cross a lot of lines and she loses a lot. I think a lot of herself in doing it. But you know, it is what it is. She had to do what she had to do to get where she wanted.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But what I also find so interesting is that while even Evelyn feels like maybe she's losing bits of herself, overall, from doing that, she still doesn't deem her worth any less.
Yeah.
Like I always thought, like she's seeing this and she's losing personal parts of herself, but she's still like seeing her value and she's like the whole is still worth more than the sum. And I was like, she's just beautiful, bro. I love her.
Yeah, yeah. And I love the fact that she even like when other people would try and make her feel like sometimes like, oh, you think because I think even Celia calls her a slut for it or whatever.
Yeah.
And what's it called? And Evelyn's like, okay, and what? Because my thing is, or at least the way I saw him, like the amount of men that do shit like this, and it's not even, it doesn't even cross somebody's mind that they're like a slut. It's like because even like the term fuckboy or anything like that is something that's been coined a bit more modernly. Like back in the day, it's like, oh yeah, that's expected. It's a man, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit, bro. She did what she had to do. It did break my heart a little that the fact that because this also stems from I think she went to a shop or whatever and this guy wanted to see her boobs, so she was like, you know what, I ain't gonna be stupid, let's be smart about this. When you look at it from like an outside or like a more adult perspective, it's like, okay, this poor baby girl was being used, you know, and in order to surpass what she was going through, she has had to do it. And at the end of the day, there's a lot of abuse that comes into like, okay, yeah, she's up and coming. How many artists or people that want to be famous, because there's that kind of like power dynamic, have to go into that because if not, it's not, you know, and they're not accepted and then whatever. And so it's so sad. Yeah, at the same time, it's like, okay, I'm glad you used it for your advantage, but it's also a sad reality, right? Because that happens all the time.
Even nowadays.
It just broke. It also just broke my heart that this whole thing even started back at home, right? Like I think even before the candy store guy, like she was getting, her dad was just staring at her after her mom passed, and then he'd get a little too drunk and just stare at her a little too weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
I forgot about that part.
From that young age, from just being at home, not even the outside world. Was her sexuality like a big factor in her life.
Yeah. And even like to get, because like she's like, how am I gonna get into TV and blah blah blah? So she starts working at one part I did find funny, and I was like, get your bag, girl. And it's that when her and Ernie moved West Coast, and Ernie's like, you know what, I want you to still be able to study, right? Because he's like, I want to help my waifu. And so she, instead of going to study, she's going and just sitting there with her little Coke at the parlor or whatever. And then the guy's like, if you're gonna be here, you might as well work. So then she, you know, she be flirty, she be whatever. That shit used to crack me up so hard because I'm like, I could picture her like, okay, if I just sit here and look pretty, someone gonna come up to me.
Word. I mean, she wasn't wrong though. It did work out.
It did. Also, when shit isn't going too well, and so then she not moves over, but she decides to go do the movies in France, and then she does the iconic scene where I don't know if she's coming out of the ocean or coming out of the pool or whatever, that they cut like 3 seconds before they show the titties, and like she becomes that's like what powers her thingy. Oh my god, that was fun.
But she I love how like a recurring factor is her use of her sensuality as like a tool, right? But like really like still like one of the biggest tools she has is her brain and her mind. She's so smart.
Yeah, some of those media things that she did, I was like, bro, she never needed a publicist or a media. You know how you used to get media trained.
Yeah.
She never needed it.
Yeah, even when she's trying to divorce I don't remember who she was married to before Harry. Was it the film producer that she was married to before
No, that
Harry?
was after Harry.
That was
that they're like, I think she was getting cheated on. So then they decide to go and do the scenes with, which I also found so funny. I'm like,
I think that was her second husband, that they just did it for the looks and to both elevate their standing, and so they mutually knew it was a fake marriage. And so in order to make it real for them to split, she set up the whole thing with Harry.
No, the maid was
that was with Dawn.
That was with
Dawn that she fake miscarried. The second guy, he was good looking, and he had I think he was new to Hollywood too, and she's like, all right, let's get married.
Oh, the guy that they got married
trick.
in Vegas? Was that the guy that got married in
No,
Vegas?
that was the third guy. That was the third one.
Jesus
No, this guy, this one, he wasn't really relevant, but she needed to like boost her image, and I don't know why they said go get married again, but she got married to this guy. But again, he stayed. He had his hookups. She had her hookups. They lived together, but like separate.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
You guys remember or no?
I remember this.
And so he fell in love with some actress and got her pregnant. And so he's like, that's a great strategy, but we actually need to divorce like now. And so that's when she's like, all right, bet. We're gonna both be cheating then.
Yeah. Yeah. There's many a time where she uses it to her advantage, and I'm like, I love that shit. And so they have, and I was like, hell yeah, hell the fuck yeah. And it's also
the Vegas one was so genius.
Yeah,
Vegas. Oh, when she marries for like 24 hours or something.
Yeah,
that was genius.
That was also so funny to read because she was like, oh, I'm gonna play him like a tool, and that he was like, I think at the night that they were gonna goof around, that she was like, I did my worst performance ever, and he did not like it. I was dying. I was like,
she's like, you just gotta lay there, be dead,
and be like, whatever.
I'm like cringe, right? Kind of cringe, but at the same time, I'm like, she's
she was iconic about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what were we gonna say, Noel?
Oh, speaking of the media thing she did, where she's like, okay, so we're gonna both be cheating, and she then ends up marrying Harry. One of the best descriptions I've ever seen of a lavender marriage.
Yeah,
my God.
Yeah.
What they lived in such a like that was literally serenity. Like they were living in such a peaceful time.
Yeah, even when they had their daughter, and he's such a good, he was such a good husband to her and father to their daughter.
Yes,
that was so gorgeous. In my mind, they're still in that apartment. They're still, all four of them are living well and married.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. One part that I was like, come on, dude. I have I don't want to say hate, but a love and dislike relationship with Celia. Right?
Same.
Yeah, because there's so many
annoy me
moments.
Sometimes.
She was, I don't even want to call her selfish, but because Evelyn was selfish, yes, she was, right? Her fame was always her priority, but at the end of the day, when she loved hard, and I think Celia did too. But when Evelyn and Harry decide, oh, we should have kids, and that Celia's like, oh, like what is that gonna mean for me? Like what? I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like I wanted to throw her. I am not gonna lie, I wanted to throw her, and that she was kind of like. So I think during Evelyn's pregnancy and all that, was it then that she was recording a bunch of movies and never around? And that she comes back and that Harry and her have a good like flow where like Harry's cooking breakfast, they're doing all cute, and so it's kind of like assert her dominance.
Yes, I was thinking of that. Yes.
The oatmeal scene pissed me off.
Yeah.
You don't even want oatmeal.
I was like, girl, you don't fuck out of here. Like she, and my thing
that
is like,
part did, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why are you so possessed? It's fucking Harry. That man is gay. Like, what are you doing?
Well, that comes back again to Celia's insecurity and the fact that they had a kid together, you know?
But
Facts. He has a whole husband that he has. But my bit is I didn't hold it against her for being hesitant or distant with the whole having a baby thing because Celia didn't want a kid, but she's willing to concede on this because Evelyn wanted that, right? And I'm like that was like a big thing to just give her. Mind you, again, it wasn't just insemination. Evelyn and Harry should have fucked to get this baby, right?
Right. But see,
Which I'm
here's
like,
my thing.
Evelyn, you damn well know you could have secretly gotten insemination. Don't even.
Yeah, so here's my thing, right? I understand, and I'm not saying that Celia had to be like, oh, I want to actively be in this kid's life. No, but at the same time, it was like, I don't know. I felt like her attitude towards it was so not whatever, but like como no le daba ninguna importancia. And again, I know that I'm a softie when it comes to kids, but like
You are.
I was just sitting here like, dude, like at the end of the day,
But I think
For
but
any
I feel like that's like the whole thing about Celia, right? For like part of it, she like gives or tries to give Evelyn everything and anything. Again, she considered in a not only having a kid, but letting Evelyn get pregnant by Harry, including that they'd have to have sex, right? Like that's a big thing for her to give her. And then this other part of Celia where it really isn't rational, and then she goes to be mature like this.
mm-hmm.
Like that was a consistent theme throughout the whole relationship and the whole story, which I just, it just shows like, and it's funny because Celia's career is like perfect and golden, and then in reality, it's like so many sides to her. So I thought that was real interesting.
Yeah,
for any of our viewers or audience that are listening, that may know this reference, Celia at that point when she was rejecting the idea of having the kid and she's like, oh, what does that mean for me? Bro was given Shane McCutcheon to a T from the L Word, and I was like, wow, this is just like they took Shane's character from Celia. It almost felt like in that moment I was like, wow, these two are like parallels to each other. It's
really,
yeah.
Interesting. I don't know what this show is.
The L Word?
Oh, L Word. I heard the Outward.
No, the L Word.
The L Word. Okay, I know the show. I don't know the character though.
Yeah, no, there was in the last series that they did for Gen Q, her girlfriend that she's dating, or her fiance, because they get engaged, wants to have kids, and Shane doesn't. And so then the fiance is like, I'm gonna have a kid, and she's like, what does that mean for our relationship, and what does that mean for me? Like, I don't want to be involved in this, blah blah blah.
But I feel like these are fair questions to ask, though, especially if you're committed to each other, like Celia and Evelyn were at that point.
mm-hmm.
You don't just say I want a kid and then be like, okay, that's fine. No, it's like, what does that mean for me and for us and for you?
I know, but the way they reacted to it is what I'm comparing it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
But it's also like that messiness and immaturity of Celia that Evelyn also loved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get that part. I don't like. I like immaturity, but at the same time, I'm like, eh.
When you find the love of your life, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
They're gonna do some stupid shit. I'm like, baby, why is your partner being dumb? And you'll be like, they're being them. It's okay. I love them.
But baby, let's be honest, okay? If we're looking at actual, because we've talked about people that I've dated or whatever. When those moments, and again, I'm not saying they can't be at all immature. Bitch, I'm immature. But there's the moments that there's been key moments that I'll tell you, I got the ick. I can't do this.
But I also think it's also because not putting to the side Celia's insecurity about Evelyn being bi. It's also Evelyn, like you said, choosing her fame and power a lot, or more often, better said.
Yeah.
That like Celia, if she's not selfish, then Evelyn just steamrolls her.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I was gonna say though, one thing that I did love, right? Like another main character, although not the one that we're learning a lot about, is Monique, right? The
I ain't gonna lie,
the journalist.
y'all. I didn't like Monique.
Why?
Probably because of the ending.
No, I don't blame her for the ending. No, I didn't like it in the beginning. Like that's part of the reasons why it took me so long to get into the book, because we're getting so much on Monique, and I'm like, I do not care about you, girl. Your life is boring. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Damn, that's mean. I was gonna say, no, I liked Monique. What I love about, I guess, the book and then her interacting with Evelyn, is that Monique's life was kind of like shitty in the beginning,
Mhm.
where she did have a good job, but like, you know, she wasn't really doing what she wanted to do in the job.
Mhm.
Her husband had just left her, so like, you know,
Mhm.
she's all depressing and shit and
Mhm.
whatever. She's always missing her dad. Like it was constant negativity, right?
Exactly. That's why I
In
didn't like her.
but that happens, bro. That's life. Like
I'm aware, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't like the beginning. I didn't like her at the beginning.
And so when we see that, I love the fact that Evelyn, of course, we know why.
The plot
At
twist.
the end, she decides she wanted Monique specifically. But the way that she's like, listen, you gonna make so much money, you gonna do all this, and you gotta figure out how to do this. Like, I just used your job to get to you. And Evelyn, not Evelyn, Monique having to literally grow balls and be like, you know what? I have to take like be assertive and all that. And so seeing her in a way gain certain confidence or even like
Mm-hmm.
grow the balls to do certain things when it came to like her career, even when it came to her husband or ex trying to come back. And then she's like, bro, fuck this shit. We're just gonna get a divorce. Like, you know, why are we even like not why are we trying, but it's like if you're just scared to take, get the divorce to not say we got the divorce, then that's not a good reason, you know? And I feel that had she not been around Evelyn, that would have never happened with her ex. Like she would have probably wanted to get back. So seeing her evolution throughout the book was awesome. I love that shit, bro.
Yeah, I did like her at the end. The beginning was a little rough for me.
What's it called?
You know, it's another thing that we should talk about. The fact that while Evelyn was so popular in the media and she was so loved by the media, or not, maybe not loved, but she was popular, right? And she had so many successful movies. The fact that it took her so long to win an Oscar, that the Academy continued to reject her despite being a success. So, literally, I think until the very last movie or the last two movies of her career, I think it was.
Yeah,
that
because
happens to so many artists too, even nowadays.
But it's also sad because some of it was there was just a better actress, like when Celia won instead of hers. That was some of it, which I'm like sucks. But we all know like Evelyn's acting, especially in the beginning, wasn't like Oscar worthy. But later, it was some of it she didn't win because of just like politics, and that was like, damn. What was the one that she really thought she would have gotten an Oscar if it wasn't for the producer?
Wasn't it the French? Wasn't it the French film?
I thought the French role was when she was okay that she didn't win it because Celia won it.
No, that was Little Woman.
Yeah.
She didn't win it for Little Woman because Celia won it. No, I think it was when she had the sex scene with Dawn because that was some of her best acting performance.
Yes.
And she didn't want it because it didn't want to encourage the promiscuous woman.
Yeah, you're right.
Which pissed me off.
What did she end up winning for again? Because I know it was an actual like none that none of her was.
Was it the one where she played a mom?
I want to say yes. It wasn't something where she had to like sexualize herself for. I remember.
No, it was like a single mother or something. I don't remember, but yeah, it was.
I specifically remember that when she won her Oscar, it was because she hadn't, or not that because she hadn't, but that movie specifically didn't have her sexualizing herself or sexualizing the character.
Hold on.
What, babe?
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. But and it was just the one, right? She only won one Oscar in her whole career.
Yeah, just the one.
I mean, some never get the one, but it sucked that it happened so late.
Yep. For when she did the what's it called, the All for Us, which is the mother one. Yeah.
I think she helped produce that one or direct it.
That was when she was, I think, married to Max Gerard, the
French
director. Yeah, the French guy.
Okay. Yeah, because that's the reason why she married him. She did some of her best work with him.
Yeah, he eventually falls in love with her, no?
Well, he always loved her.
Well, I think he was infatuated with her.
Well, yeah, correction. She was infatuated. He was infatuated with her.
Who was it? Him? or was it which husband was the one that was always, was it him that was that he loved her because she was Evelyn Hugo, not who Evelyn
Yeah, it was
Hugo
the
was?
French one. It was the
Yeah.
French one. Because same thing.
He also tries
She
to expose her.
yes, but
Yeah.
she was his muse. Like some of his great works was with her, and vice versa. So they were both, they're like, oh, we make great work together.
Mm. Interesting, interesting. What's
But
it
then yeah,
called?
he found Celia's letters, and he's like, oh, you gay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Say
he's like,
less.
I'm
And
Everyone's
gay.
gonna
he
find
he
out.
used some strong words. I was like, ooh, oh. I was like, oh my god. It was That was a scary
Mhm.
scene. That's when she decides to say fuck it and go for Celia. And
Yeah.
that's when they have their truth.
Yes. She's
I was
like, my
gonna,
car's waiting. Do what you want, ho.
yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys have this all kind of goes together. One, your favorite character, then your favorite moment of the book, and then the most emotional moment for you.
You know
Okay.
what gutted me? I'm not gonna lie. When Evelyn is trying to win Celia back, and she's banging on her hotel room door, like she flies to wherever Celia was, and she's banging on the door, and she's asking for forgiveness, and she's saying she's gonna change and she's gonna do all these things, and it's Celia opens the door. They have that last conversation where she's like, I don't ever want to see you again, I don't care. And like I was like, damn.
When she shoots the movie scene with
Yeah,
Don
yeah,
Elder,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
because at that point they were having their happily ever
Mm-hmm.
after, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously Evelyn fucked it up. And she's trying to repair it, she's trying to salvage it, and Celia's just like with the hard no. I was like, oh, I'm like that one gutted me a little. I was like, damn, she's really trying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she really put her pride aside that one moment for the first time ever.
Yeah, yeah.
That's for you your most sentimental moment?
It's the one that sticks out to me because I like it felt gutted. Like it really like
Raw.
yeah, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that was a good one. No, mine's was when um Celia dies and they bury her in the same cemetery as Harry. And
Oh.
instead of being able to cry at her grave, she goes to Harry's grave and cries there instead so that she doesn't raise
And the
questions.
media, the next day
Yeah,
crying,
and
his
I'm like,
ex-husband.
bro,
Oh
she can't even grieve
no.
her lover in public.
That's funny. For me, well, that's
That's
not funny.
funny.
That's sad. That's sad. That's sad. That's sad.
So
That's sad.
sad.
That's
I
sad.
remember crying. I remember listening at work to that scene and pausing and going, "Fuck!" I'm at work.
See,
That one had me like, I need tissues right now.
Yeah,
for
that one was
me,
bad.
those two I did cry at. The one I
Mhm.
ugly cried, like ugly cried, was
Mhm.
when Harry dies.
Yeah, that's another.
Oh no, I was.
Oh yeah,
That's another one.
Oh,
that
that
was a really good
hurt
cry for sure.
so hard because I was like, at the end of the day, when we really think about like who loved Evelyn for
Mhm.
Evelyn despite anything,
Mhm.
right? Despite
True blue, bro.
that was Harry, man. That was
Mhm.
oh man, it was
You
just
know, when she told him, she's like, Harry, if you need to go, you can go. I'll be fine. Ah,
oh
I put
horrible.
the book down. I took a lap. I took a
I
lap for
was
that one for
so
sure.
mad, dude. I got so mad because I was like, why the fuck did we decide to read this book? I didn't like not me
I
crying.
warned you. I did warn you.
I was so mad. I was so mad.
And
There's
I think you texted me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna reply to her right now. She's gonna be mad.
I was gonna say another moment that I think it's my favorite moment in the book. It's when Evelyn is falling in love with Celia.
Oh, oh, go ahead.
Just the way she describes her and like the way that she's figuring herself out was such a beautiful that also brought me like to tears, but more in like the
Hmm.
emotional, like, oh, that's so beautiful moment. I loved it. I loved it. So such good moments.
Another one of mine was in the end when they're like in Spain and everything, and they're just in bed and it's just the morning,
It's
and they
Spain,
look at
guys.
each other, and
It's
they're like, let's just
Spain.
get married now.
That was a cute thing, yeah.
And they're like, let's just get married now. And it's like, with what? We just have scrunchies. And you're like, that's perfect then. And they see the vows and everything. And I'm like, ah,
It was beautiful.
It was because it was beautiful to them, and I was like, stop.
Nah, bro. When they said they were gonna live the rest of their lives out in Spain, and she found a good school for them, I'm like, that's what I want. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna talk about Spain, and I'm not in Spain. I'm in Spain without the S. You know.
Damn, Noel. You gotta find your wife, bro.
At this point.
But
What do you mean at this point, bitch? You're only like what, 25?
Exactly.
Granted, 29 is gonna come real quick. You're gonna be
Exactly.
that's not helping. That's not helping her. But
It's the
back to
truth.
heartbreak, broskies. When you lose Celia, and then soon after you lose Harry, and then soon after there's her daughter. I'm like, it's bang, 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 bang,
Bro.
bang, bro. I straight up. I think I dropped the tissues. I just want to grab the T-shirt because I was sobbing so much.
That's
I
so
was like,
funny.
tissues are not. I need something more. I'm like, yo, how is this woman alive right now?
Yeah,
Exactly.
she outlives all her peeps, bro.
She does. And then she's like, and then cancer's genetic. So guess who has it now? Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, yo, let this woman rest. And then not even that. I'm pretty sure she loses Celia's brother too.
I think so. Yeah, she does.
Because she was alone.
I think the first tragic death that happens to them that I think kind of was the first one that affected, like it even affected her, was when John dies, or the husband.
Oh, Celia's husband, yeah, because he was nothing but rainbows and sunshine.
Well,
She's
let's
like,
not forget her mom dies too.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, but
starts with
that's
her
her
mom.
young though.
Yeah, we don't witness that. The story starts with mom already passing, which was unfortunate.
Which again, it is tragic. I'm not saying that it's not.
For sure.
Right? And then
but
I also love
there
that
was no
them living
connection to her mom.
I was gonna say I always love the fact that one, she kept her one, was it her maid or her sirvienta? The one Latina that she was like, I'm gonna keep you right here safe and sound. She always provided great. When they go back, when they decide to move to Spain, and that she decides, you know what, I can speak my Spanish and all that. I was like, hey, I loved it.
That was really cute. I really loved that for her.
Yeah. It was crazy. What did you guys feel? I'm not gonna lie, yo hubiera tirado la vieja en mierda if, as Monique, I find out, Evelyn, porque esa era una vieja en mierda.
Oh.
When we find out that the whole reason why she contacted Monique, it was because of her father.
Right.
Bro.
I don't know, it was hard because on one end, Evelyn's not the one that killed her dad, right?
No, she only.
But she did stage it.
Yeah.
She staged her dad to have killed himself, which definitely is no small thing. But then she got her $1 million's worth of money for that.
I know, and I understand, right? Like
in the sense that she's not the one that killed her dad and got compensated for the staging of it.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. When I read that, I really went, esta vieja puta, bro. I never in the whole book disliked Evelyn. If anything, as time is going on, as we're reading, as whatever, I'm like, you know what makes sense? Math is mathing. I always like, I justified all her actions, right? Or not justified, but I was like, it makes sense. She did what she had to do. When this came up, I was like, bitch, what the fuck?
I was like, Harry though.
Yeah, she's protecting Harry when she did that.
No, I know.
I can't hold it against her.
No. And the funny thing is, my stupid ass, did you guys peep that it was gonna be the dad? Because I didn't.
No. I knew for a fact that there was some sort of way that they were tied or connected. Because Evelyn's never been dumb, right? She's always planned things ahead. So I was like, you are a bigger piece to this than we know, than I don't understand yet.
Yeah, not even the part where like she's like, oh, Harry died with his boyfriend. That I click.
Nope.
I'm like, did I think that guy was her dad? It wasn't until we all found out that I knew.
Yeah. And it was the same for me. And that's another crazy thing, because I was like, you imagine, like, for example, God forbid, right? Let's say my Benito wasn't around, but then I've been known that Benito done died, and then I found out Benito gay. I would have been like, wait, what? would have been like, wait.
And not
No,
only that,
you know-
but had been cheating on your mom.
Yeah, that
Oh,
burden that she now she's
that's
like,
the
do I
one.
tell my
That's
mother
the one.
that her husband that
And
she
even-
loved?
I
But no,
wouldn't.
when
That
she
shit
said
don't
I'm
die
not
with
gonna
me.
tell her, and then the funny thing is when she asked her like, was it passion? She's like, no, it actually wasn't, but like it was okay. And I'm like, homegirl didn't even know she was in the lavender marriage because he was a good husband though. He was a very
And
good
father.
husband and father.
It reminds me of maybe the couple from Bridgerton, Francesca and John, how it's not based on passion, but friendship and getting
Yes.
along, which
Yes.
I'm like that's a great way to
That's
share your life
beautiful.
with someone.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
But no, I would never that
I'm never
that secret's gonna die with me. That
I would never tell my mother. No.
exactly.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either.
If
Ignorant
my
bliss,
father
no,
had
ignorant
been
bliss.
yeah, exactly. If my father
I
had been a
don't-
good man and find out that he was gay and had been cheating on my mama, I'm like, Mama don't need to know this. Mama can live in happy bliss, like Noel said, and this shit gonna die with me. No one knows. I'll
And
burn that letter.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even think that it's like it's a burden on Monique. It's really not. Like in the first few moments, it is. But like, let's say as time passes, it's not really that big a deal. Like, it's not. At least that's how I see it. Like,
well, I mean, cheated on her on her mom.
but he was gay.
And
What else was homie gonna do?
But cheated on her
He's so-
mom.
Oh, yeah.
Break up with her?
I mean, what's the mom gonna do? Like, get reparations or something? Like,
But he was gay though.
he still cheated though. Bro, you're
Like the mom probably could have gone on passion.
But she didn't because you know he died and she never really found someone
hold
else
on,
after.
pause. We're assuming that he is gay. He could have been bi.
True.
Fair enough. Very true.
Right?
In
And
the
you
case
saying
that,
that
he was
him
gay,
cheating because he was gay was wrong? Wait, be careful because you're gonna piss off the bisexuals by saying that.
That it's not wrong because he was gay?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not saying that it wasn't wrong. I'm just saying, like, you know, in the long run, it was fine.
No.
What?
No.
How is it fine, baby? He had
He
a wife and
died.
kids, and
It didn't really affect the lady. Like, had
that's not
he
what we're
lived-
arguing here. We're
No, but that's
arguing
what I'm
that he
saying.
has
In
a
this
wife and
specific-
kids
no,
and went and go
I'm-
cheated.
No, I'm saying that in this specific plot point. Now, in general, no. What are you doing? You have a child. But in this specific
What's
plot
the chill
point,
with
which
you?
is that this man was gay, he did what he did, but
Uh-huh.
he died. So, in the end of the day, he was in no one's lives. So, the fact that he cheated, que bueno que he was able to live out his gay life because he died. Had he not died, then he's a puto sucio.
What?
Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Like, at least in his
I
last
still don't.
no, I get what you're saying. In his last moments of life, at least he got to be his truest self.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm saying. Had he lived,
I see.
and he's a dirty ass
I
hoe.
see. Okay.
And then I
Okay.
really
But I mean,
So
he
you're
was
giving him-
he was gonna do the right thing and cut it off with Harry. I mean, that's why Harry
Right.
got so drunk and they ended up crashing and everything.
yeah. Exactly.
Right. Okay. Understood. Understood.
And in the end of the day, I think that this couldn't have gone any other way because Harry wanted Homeboy to leave with them. Homeboy was never gonna leave because if he left them, that would have been so much more tragic. So the only way to go about this was for him to die. I didn't like that Harry died. But it would have also been worse if Harry would have not died and the sir would have died.
No,
because-
Harry could have done the grown shit and left this married man with a child alone
Yeah.
and stayed with his fucking
Exactly.
family.
They both had to die.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw you. No.
Yeah, man.
I also love that they made what was his name? Jonathan?
Who's Jonathan?
Who?
Bailey?
Oh, Celia's husband that dies.
Oh yeah,
That,
the athlete, right?
yeah, I love that they made him
Football
a football player. Yeah, I was like, oh, look at that. The heated
Yeah.
rivalry before
Oh
heated
yeah, that was
rivalry.
cute. Yeah, that was cute. That was cute. That was cute.
Yeah. And he was supposedly really big and burly too.
Yeah, but he was also like super kind and a sweetheart.
Yeah. I love the fact that before Evelyn finds out that Celia's married to him because he's gay, right?
Mhm.
That she was she was sweating it, right? She was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" And then Harry's like, babes, we're fine. Babe, chill.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was so
That was
funny.
funny. He's like,
So many
actually, with
funny
me,
moments.
you're good.
Yeah. I'll put it in his butt.
And
Don't you worry, my dude.
I'm like, how serendipitous is this?
Yeah. Very, very good.
It was Harry
Overall,
that brought them back together.
yeah. Overall, great book.
And then they all die.
Literally, though. But that's
Word.
fine. Oh, I guess we can close out on this thought. Unless you guys have more opinions or moments that you want to mention. But what do you think about the fact that Monique not decided, but that Evelyn wanted to undo herself, and that
The bit,
Monique decided
I'm
to
not gonna
respect.
lie, the Evelyn was old and with cancer. Let her
Yeah.
go in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the second book. Actually, baby, what the fuck are you recommending to me? This is the second book that I read, recommended by my baby girl, where one of the main characters, if not, decides that because they're going through something and their life is not going too well, they decide to undo
What was
themselves.
the first one?
Me Before You.
Oh, okay. Well, in my defense, you had already seen the movie, and I told you I had the book.
No, I had not seen the movie. I saw the movie
I
after.
take it back. I apologize. That was
No, it's
definitely on
okay.
me then.
It's okay. It's okay. I knew what the story was because I had always heard
I know
about
my
it.
baby loves heartbreaking stories, though.
Yeah, I do. I do that. Because that's
Exactly.
life. That's the truth.
Exactly. But no, you had asked if there anything to mention. I don't know about you guys, but do you guys have any favorite quotes or no?
What's the one where it's like anyone watching from at home, don't kiss the TV and chip your teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
That's
cute. That one was so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, she remembers her and misses her. No, mine's was I'm trying to remember when it was. I think it was the first time they were together. Oh yeah, it was the first time they were together, and there were rumors, speculations of Celia and Evelyn being together, and so Evelyn did. That's why she did the whole Vegas thing to throw them off. And when they're having the whole discussion about it, Celia was like, "Why is it wrong?" And I was like, "It's not wrong. They're wrong."
Yeah. That was another good moment.
Wait, say that again?
Um, they're having a discussion of like why it's so difficult to be together, and Celia's like, "Why is it wrong?" And Evelyn was like, "It's not wrong. They're wrong."
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That was a great that line stay with me. I'm gonna get that shit tatted on me one day.
I'm not gonna lie, Evelyn had so many iconic lines that I was just like,
Oh, she did. I'm
I was
like,
like,
this is a woman.
yeah. I don't have any favorite quotes. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's fine, baby.
I remember plot points. I don't remember specific lines. Now that you guys brought it up, I'm like, oh yes, that 8.
Or no, you said the quote earlier about her, or was it Vanya? About her, don't ignore half of me.
That was me.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember the moment. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Real
all
quick,
in all.
their daughter, tragic life too.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is too, like, I couldn't even blame, like, you know how she was like the typical, like, whatever, mom, like, you know,
Yeah. My
I
thing
can't blame
though, a whole Eiffel Tower at 14, that shit was crazy.
it.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
no.
I don't remember that in the book.
Yeah.
It started with
After
it
Harry
wasn't
died.
an actual it was like right after Harry's scenes. It was within Harry's scenes. Harry dies. It was one of the gossip columns, and it was like, oh, a star's child is caught doing was caught going to
Threesome.
France with 2 of her classmates. Like it didn't say the daughter's name specifically, but it mentioned famous actress daughter caught
Had a threesome.
going going to France with 2 of her classmates, names redacted, and
Yeah.
then next you know, Evelyn talking to her daughter, being like, "We can't keep doing this."
Yeah, and she was using hella drugs too, and it was like,
Yeah, drugs and
Oh,
parties.
yes.
yeah, it was after
Yeah.
Harry died.
But
So I
also,
was gonna
I'm
say,
like, how the fuck are we getting pictures of this 14-year-old having sex right now? That's kind of weird.
because
That's
they were
very
probably in
weird.
public. No, and back, bro, if nowadays it's not
Probably,
even
I would
like,
say her classmates, if she's someone famous, are probably selling it for the publicity.
and not
Well,
only
she was
that,
famous.
but
Probably she went
I thought
to.
it wasn't it at a club.
Oh, I don't remember this part of the book. I'll
I
be
don't
I
honest.
know she
remember
was
the
in Roswell.
setting. I imagine there was something like a club if they're walking in on her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause like, so here's my thing, right? As much as I
But she a
hated like
child.
this, I'm like, she's not only is she mourning the death of her father, but also she is a two very famous people's kid. That while they
Mhm.
were dedicated, I don't want to say that they weren't. At the end of the day, you know how quote unquote dedicated sometimes actors or actresses or famous people can be with everything that they were doing. Like, is bound that this kid's gonna be more rebellious, a little more grown. Well, like that's again, especially being famous people's kid. So
Mhm,
all
mhm.
in all,
I
like
really felt for her.
yeah, I felt bad. It was expected though. I'm like, it'd be
Oh,
like
for
that.
sure. Um, but I'm really glad. Like, it was even so sweet that Celia's brother like helped train her in like poker and shit, got her into finance, helped her come out of her
Yeah,
shell, and
yeah,
like even though she didn't have Harry and he wasn't like really her husband, like they still formed that little family in Spain.
yeah,
Yeah.
And like she even took on after him, got the same job as him, and then she was even worried that to tell him that like she wasn't even interested at all. And he's like, I just want you to be happy, man. And I'm like, stop.
yeah. Overall, cute. It was a good book. 10 out of 10. I'm very happy that because y'all were like, because I know that it's fun that I was gonna listen to, and then like, oh, let's just all listen together. Definitely loved it. I will happily take recommendations again.
But
My heart's been happy. You're 2 for 2, baby girl. Because the
I'm
last,
glad to know.
yeah, because I read
Hmm?
the trilogy For Me Before You, and
Mhm.
despite that, it took me a long time to get to reading book 3 because I read through the first 2 books fine,
It's
and then,
okay. No, me too. The
yeah,
same thing happened to me.
yeah. But all in all, the book was great because once I picked it up, I couldn't let it
Yes.
go.
Yes. Exactly what happened to me.
Yeah. So 2 for 2.
We gotta find another one.
Facts. The only thing I've recommended to you that you actually liked was Twilight.
Yeah, that was entertaining.
Yeah, Twilight was great.
It was entertaining or it was good literature?
It was entertaining.
Yeah, it's not written
Just to
too.
make that
I said what I
clarification.
said. What I said.
Yeah, no. It's not
But
written well. It's not written well. But all in
I would,
all,
I would, I would tell Nadia, I'm like, what the fuck is this lie? And she's like, shut your brain off.
yeah, don't overanalyze. You can't analyze that book. But the books
Yeah.
are so much better than the movies, though. So much better.
Agreed.
Yeah.
The
Anyway,
books actually make the movies enjoyable. But
any
bro,
closing?
there's a movie coming out based on a book that's based on a music video based on not based on what the fuck I lost point of this. There's a movie coming out that's based on a book that was based on a music video that starred 2 Disney actors, directed, and the music was then also done by another Disney actress. It's really good.
What?
Girls Like Girls. That's what it's called. Girls Like Girls.
What music video is it inspired by?
sounds familiar.
Girls Like Girls.
Who
This is
sings
sounding
Girls
familiar.
Like Girls?
Haley Kiyoko.
Why does
Oh,
that name
it's come
sound
across my
familiar?
TikTok.
Because
Because she was a Disney star.
She was a Disney
Lemonade
star.
Mouth.
Yes. She was also in Wizards of Waverly Place. She plays
Oh,
Stella?
yeah.
Stevie.
I knew.
Yeah. And
I
then
knew.
2 other actresses starred in the music video. One was the girl from Pair of Kings. Do you remember that show, Pair of Kings?
Sure.
The one with Mitchell Musso where he gets canceled and then he.
Yes.
Okay, her, that girl in there, and then one girl from Ant Farm, the show with China McClain, where they're all super talented.
Okay.
She was like the
Olivia Holt?
Nope.
Nope, other blonde.
Another blonde. She's not as popular. She stopped doing like acting.
Random thought. Y'all should look into Song of Achilles. That's a potential next book we discuss.
Song of Achilles.
So what's it about?
Yes.
The song by Achilles, bro.
We've had this discussion on books where it's like, I'll be
Do you
honest
guys
with
know who Achilles is?
Yeah,
But-
mine got torn.
Yeah. That's how I know it too. Because of nothing.
No, but it's from mythology, correct?
Yeah, it's a
Yes,
god.
he's a Greek hero.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God,
why
demigod.
that tendon got named after that, because his was broken as well.
No, it was the
Well,
only part that could be broken on him.
Correct. Right. So he had a bestie, right? And in the epics about them, his bestie gets mentioned, and people are like, "Is it just a bestie?" But like never confirmed, right?
So it's gay.
This book
Why
is
do you
gay,
think the Greeks use so much olive oil?
The Greeks were so gay. Come on.
Yeah,
Have you
No,
seen
we
those
are.
statues? Come on. Don't be.
But
Kobe did
anyways,
not look like
so this book writes it as if they are lovers, and it was real.
Mm.
Although now that I'm thinking about it, it might not be Noel's.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're not. I don't think you're
still
still enough of this.
Well, no,
Also,
more so because it's set into that old Greek style.
okay, that too. I'll be honest. I'm very biased in the books that I pick. It's got to be sapphic for me. I don't read it. I'll be honest with you.
Just sapphic, not even queer.
Yeah.
Bonnie, you know my recent discoveries will make me enjoy this.
Yeah, you would
Obi,
love.
can you calm
You
down?
would like Song of
Are we
Achilles.
being robbed? Is that what's happening right now?
What?
Kobe keeps barking at the door, so I don't know if we're being robbed or what's going on.
Oh, the
We'll let
ghost.
you go to handle that.
Anyway,
Here's a neighbor's son.
if you guys liked this episode or other episodes we've done, we release a new episode every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Spotify, on YouTube, on iHeartRadio. Any platform you think we're on, we're probably on there. All right. Noel, do you have any comments you want the people to leave?
Drop. I get book recs down in the comment
Sapphic
section.
ones.
No, just drop any. I would likely only read the sapphic ones. I'm sorry, it's just like my free time is listening to this right while I'm working. So like, if I'm gonna use my free time for something, I'd rather it be sapphic.
Okay, but it has to
sorry.
be sapphic. It has to be sapphic and modern.
No, not even. Well,
No, because I told you about the sapphic book I'm reading, and I tell you how it's what's it called when it's like, I forget the word, but it's set in like, oh, Regency style,
Ooh.
and you're like, nah.
no, you're right. You're right. I'll try.
So it has to be sapphic
I
and
won't
modern.
try because I still like. There is even movies and shows that I won't watch because they're saying that all the time.
Yeah, like the Woman with the Portrait on Fire, which is phenomenal movie, but you refuse to.
It's so hard. Okay, I'm not.
It's great. It's honestly great movie.
I believe you. I really do. But for some reason, the brain cannot compute.
Anyway, so Noel likes sapphic and modern.
So leave your book recommendations. If they can be sapphic, great. If you don't like sapphic and you like other shit, then you could recommend it because either Vanya and I maybe be into it. All right.
Last Night at the Telephone Graph. That was the book that kept getting recommended to me, and I still have yet to listen to it.
Last phone at the what?
Last Night at the Telegraph Club.
Last Night at the Telegraph Club. Okay. So yes, leave a comment if you know anything you want to mention throughout this episode, or if you want to recommend a book. Also, please find our Instagram and TikTok. Instagram specifically at 1.2 brain cells _ official. You will see that we've been posting more videos. That's all credit to my BB girl Vane. Yeah, kind of just old clips of the videos that we've had. Once we go back to visual, then we will include new promo stuff. And if you want to be a guest, please message us on there or personally. And as long as the three of us like you, then you are more than welcome. And with that being said, toodle-loodle.
Totally.
Hugs and kisses.
Not for me.
Bye.
Peace out, brain cells.